Okay. Trying to figure this thing out, man. I've never streamed before and it is confusing. Once you set it up for mobile, then you can't go back and switch it or something. So I had to set it up again. Here I am over there. Man, what's going on? Bear with me. All right. We will go through the tape. I'm hoping to tape the Tom Aspinal versus Sergei. I see a lot of people on the timeline, both on both sides. Um, don't want to go into the details, but basically the John Jones fight got scrapped. I know a little early, but just John Jones fight got scrapped. He was wrestling, popped out a shoulder or something. So now he's on the shelf. Stipe didn't look like he wanted to fight for the title. Well, he wants to fight John Jones. He doesn't want to fight any of these up and comers, Aspinall, Pavlovich, all dangerous guys. So it looks like Stipe is going to sit out until John gets back. Whether or not that happens is another story. I saw something on the timeline where Aspinall wasn't really thinking of this fight. He thought that the John Jones Stipe fight would happen, and then he talked about somewhat of like a double retirement. Um, so that I found was interesting. You know, John's at his end of his career. Stipe is definitely end of his career. He's 40 something. So this probably is a more exciting matchup. These guys are top of the heavyweight division. So it's very interesting matchup. So I'm going to go through the fight tape. We're just going to watch it together. I figure I'm doing this work anyway. I'm going to sit here and watch the tape anyway. Might as well stream it so that one, I don't need to upload it. Two, I can talk it through and come back to it if we need to. And I like to just get it out there rather than have it all in my head and jumbled up. So I'll talk it out through with you guys, and we'll go through it. I'm gonna spend the tape on it I'm gonna spend the time taping it anyways. Probably gonna bet it anyways. So might as well share my process and sort of what I go through. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Uh, but yeah, we'll go through it. We're going to start with Sergei Pavlovich, 18-1, fighting out of Russia, currently 31 years old. He makes his UFC run. So we're going to start at the 13-1. He has one loss to Alistair Overeem. That's his UFC debut. That's where I'm going to start my tape, and then we're going to work our way up. I like to go sort of in chronological order. So Alistair Overeem, 2018, November. We're going to pull that fight up and watch that, see how that fight played out. What we can learn from it. Again, 2018, 5 years ago. So we have to keep in mind, things have improved since then, but let's see how they've improved. So let me turn that down. Okay. Alistair Overeem, 38 years old at the end of tail end. Well, he still has lots of fight, but 38 years old. Pavlovich, 12 years younger. Pavlovich, 4 inches of reach as well. Alistair, 1 inches taller. So let's get this one started. Let's see, I think they show, yeah. Pavlovich, even though it's a UFC debut, taking on a grizzly vet in Alistair Overeem, minus 140 favorite. That is telling you something. Uberim. Seen everybody, seen everything. Plus 110 underdog, fighting out of the Netherlands. This one was in Japan as well. Okay, so round number 1. Pavlovich opens up orthodox. Overeem also orthodox. Feinting a little bit, biting on some feints there. Looks like he's going to dip to the right side. Opens up with an inside leg kick. I don't know if that landed. Overeem looking at different level changes, different entries here. Pavlovich circling to the left. Jab there. Now he's circling to the right. Front kick. Well, he did throw a kick, he just didn't land the kick. Okay. Ortho versus ortho, still feeling each other out. Goes for the left hook. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 1 almost. One other jab, another 2. Alistair looking to clinch, breaks off. Lead uppercut, left hook, right two. So that was like a 6-3-2 combo for Pavlovich. Now he's backing up to the center of the cage again. Alistair just looking for his opening, I guess. Well, it looks like he level changed fake for a takedown and then clinched up. Alistair has a nasty clinch, lots of knees from the clinch here. So looks like Alistair has double unders. Right away goes for the knee. 50-50 up in the cage. Pavlovich spins him. That's fine. Looking for a leg. In on a double leg. Alistair shrugs him off. Goes for the outside trip. Pavlovich defends. Nice knee in the clinch from Overeem. Another knee there. Shoulder strike from the original shoulder strike. Fighting for head position here is Overeem on the cage. Overhook from Pavlovich. Double overhooks here. Another nice knee from Overeem in the clinch. Looks like Pavlovich really likes to be at range so far. Not too comfortable in the clinch here. Overeem easily able to pummel for double unders, spin him a little bit, control Pavlovich against the cage, do some damage here. Nice knees from Pavlovich, and again able to spin on him again on a double leg. Overeem defends, and now they separate. 3 minutes down in round number one. Pavlovich, nice jab, lead uppercut to the body, left hook, jab. At the tail end of his career, Overeem landed a big right there against the chin. Nice outside trip again. Here now, Pavlovich, this is the only time we actually see him on his back. So this is interesting here. He's feet on the hips, Overeem controlling the feet there. Pavlovich should be trying to push off and get back up. He's reaching for the ankles. Overeem passes the feet. He's looking like, yeah, he gets into full guard here. And now Pavlovich flat on his back, up against the cage, trying to control the left arm. Pavlovich, Overeem looking for that right hand over the top. Didn't land there. Not really shrimping, not really doing much. Open guard for Pavlovich here on his back, trying to just defend. Sees the punch coming. Again, he should be pushing off the cage, trying to get his back up, wall walk, butt scoot, shrimp, anything like that. But he's just flat here. He's looking to just defend the shot coming in. Overeem landed a small elbow there. And half guard. Oh, huge right hand from Overeem. And Pavlovich covering up, turning away, and that is it. So, Pavlovich, remember, he's making his UFC debut, coming in here against taking on a veteran. Overeem has some good, real good clinching knees. Didn't see Pavlovich really like the clinch too much. Overeem was able to hold him up against the cage a little bit there. And then once Overeem did get the outside trip, get on top control, didn't really like what I seen from Pavlovich on his back. Again, not really shrimping, not really pushing off, not really butt scooting up on the fence there. Sort of content with laying flat on his back, giving Overeem the opportunity to unleash some ground and pound and actually get finished there. So that is worth noting. Again, this is early in his career, 5 years ago, so things have changed since then. But something to consider in watching Pavlovich. So let's move on. We got some information there. So that was Overeem fight in November of 2018. Looks like about 5 months later, he takes on Marcelo Gome. Let's see if we can find that. We go over to Fight Pass, Tuivasa, Shamil, Marie Screen, Marcelo Gome. Okay, so 5 months after his UFC debut, takes on Marcelo Gome here. Looks like a big cage. Matchup pretty much the same, other than Sergey with a 9-inch reach advantage. That's a 210 underdog for Gome. even though Pavlovich is coming off of the loss to Overeem, means that Pavlovich is close to minus 300 here, minus 260. Waiting at 254. Feel this fight right out. Round number one. Pavlovich stays in orthodox. We've seen that in his first fight. Jab, looking for the jab, lands a jab there, looking for the left hook as well. Nice counter jab. Remember, he has a 9-inch reach advantage here, so he should be able to stay at a distance. Lands a 2 there. 3-2, 3-2 for Pavlovich. Got landed there. Boom landed right hand, I think. Trading jab there. Oh, a nice 3-2 again from Pavlovich on the counter. Worth noting that the leg is out there. He's not really looking to kick, not really looking to check any kicks here. We haven't seen any kicks against him either. Front kick there. Ooh, big overhand right lands. And so when Pavlovich sees some blood, he's on it. Big uppercut knocks him out. Within 2 minutes of the round one, gets the knockout. So these fights are so hard to get a lot out of. He was a big favorite, minus 260 favorite. Came out, landed some big right hands, landed that overhand right. I wonder if we get a replay on that. Let's see the replay here. Nice jab there. Throws that looping right hand over the top, lands another one behind the ear. Another one there, rear uppercut, and Gom goes out, knocked out cold. So that big right hand, or in that big reach advantage too, he can go over the top and land. Wins there. Okay. So lost to Overeem. 5 months later, comes back, fights Marcelo Gom, wins in the first round. Not a lot to take from it. There wasn't any grappling sequences. Pavlovich didn't throw any leg kicks, anything like that, but nonetheless, he wins in round one. So it looks like 6 months later, he takes on Maurice Green. So let's find that fight. Shmuel. Maurice Green, another semi stand-up fighter with not much grappling here. So let's see how he matches up here. So Maurice Green, 6 years older, 4-inch taller, but 4-inch taller, but still Pavlovich has 4 inches of reach advantage. I think I read something that Pavlovich has the longest reach. I think on Wikipedia it calls it like the gorilla effect. He has some long arms. Ranked 14th. He lost to Overeem, and then he won. He beat Marcelo Gomes, and now he's 14th in the heavyweight division. Shows how shallow that division is. Maurice Green, the plus 200 underdog here. Sergei Pavlovich looks pretty good. Ooh, outside low kick for Maurice Green. I'm gonna rewind that because first time I seen him take a kick, right away lands a kick for Maurice Green. Outside low kick. Another slow one there. You see Pavlovich stands in orthodox. We've seen that before. Hasn't really switched at all. Maurice Green goes high, easily blocks. Maurice Green in orthodox too. I wonder if he goes back to the leg. It's right there. There it is. That's 3 low kicks. Oh, right hand partially landed. Jab there. Big size difference here for Pavlovich. Ooh, big overhand. So he counted the leg kick with an overhand. He tried to time it. Maurice Green landed another leg kick, but he ate a big hand from there. So I doubt he does that again. Oh, another 1-2 drops Maurice Green. Usually Pavlovich would come in and blitz forward there. He dropped Maurice Green, but he didn't follow up. More patient this time around, I guess. Let Maurice Green get back up. Maurice Green a 2-3 with a body kick there. Pavlovich looking for that right hand again or cross the guard. He uses a jab to sort of get through the guard, but then he throws the right hand across the guard, not really a 1-2 puncher. This is the 4, sorry. Another kick for Maurice Green. Pavlovich looking up to load up the right hand. 1-2 for Maurice Green misses, a little bit short on that. Pavlovich step forward 2-3 or 3-2. Another outside low kick for Green. Nice jab there from Pavlovich, just the big reach, and then through the guard. Doesn't even matter. Maurice Green had his guard up, and he still got through. Lucky Kong, Maurice Green on a leg, trying to get the takedown. Pavlovich just tees up on him. He's done. You see the Maurice Green's like, "What's going on, Herb?" He stopped the fight. Yeah, he was out. So Pavlovich just goes like Donkey Kong mode, and he just goes all out and blitzes. Another quick win there. Let's see the replay. Nice jab there through the guard. One there, he sets up the jab. He's not even looking to land the jab there. That one here, but then the 1-2 that he lands, or the 1-4, I guess, is the one to keep the guard there, and then he throws the 4 around the guard. Rear guard, yeah. Yeah. All right. So loses to Overeem. Win beats Marcelo Gome round one. Fights Maurice Green, wins in round one, both by knockout. We've seen him stay in orthodox for most of the time, never switching to southpaw. We haven't really seen many kicks from Pavlovich. Interesting to note that Maurice Green was the one to throw the leg kicks. He landed a bunch of them early on. Only after did he get countered with the right hand, and then he sort of learned not to throw naked leg kicks. So worth noting that he did throw the leg kicks, but they were not checked. That's something to note, but hard to get much out of these 2-minute fights. So after the Maurice Green fight, he's scheduled to fight Cyril Gahn. Pavlovich has an injury, and then he's scheduled to fight Tom Aspinal back in 2021 September. Pavlovich with visa issues, and then scheduled to fight Tanner Bozer, and more travel issues. So then finally gets booked in 2022 against Shamil. So between the Maurice Green fight and the Shamil fight was almost 2.5 years almost. So he spent 2.5 years. Part of that, I think, was COVID. Yeah, okay. So let's see. After 2.5 years, let's see if anything is improved. Let's find the Shamil fight. Pavlovich versus Shamil. This one is in London. Shamil, worth noting, he's 40 years old guy. So it seemed like both guys from Russia. Shamil, the number 10 ranked guy. Sergei was 13, I think, after the last one, right? And he won, and he's still sort of unranked. I don't know what happened. Oh, I guess 2.5 years off. Sergei with the 8 inches of reach again. So it looks like he'll always have the reach advantage. Fights for here. Minus 350 favorite for Sergei after 2.5 years off against fighting a 40-year-old Shamil. Sounds right, I guess. 8 for Shamil. All right, round number 1. We've seen him open up orthodox. We haven't seen a lot of boxing. I haven't seen a lot of kicks. So let's see if anything like that changes when he comes out here. Shamil orthodox, Pavlovich orthodox, both taking lead center of the cage. Shamil inside leg kick partially lands. Pavlovich, they're standing here, kicking range. Even Shamil's out of range for that inside low kick. Pavlovich so dangerous with the power in his hands. He goes for the jab, a little bit short on that. Another inside leg kick attempt from Shamil. Right, a left hook from Pavlovich, a little bit short. Shamil ducking under, trying to jab the body. Shamil briefly switches to southpaw, throws a right hook. Inside leg kick again from Shamil. Worth noting that Pavlovich again hasn't checked any of those leg kicks. We've seen them in the Maurice Green fight, where Maurice Green throws some leg kicks, never checked. Pavlovich looking like a pure boxer at this point. Another leg kick for Shamil. Nice jab from Pavlovich. That reach, you think that you'd be on the outside popping the jab. 1-2. The two is a little bit short for Pavlovich. Nice outside low kick for Shamil. Lands. Short on the jab there from Shamil Abdurakhimov. Left hook from Pavlovich. Again, Shamil going for the inside low kick. Jab from Pavlovich. Jab inside low kick. Now he's in close. When he's close, it just fury. Now Pavlovich rushing forward. He smells blood. Shamil up against the cage. Now they're standing back at range. Ducks under, throws the right hand, hits the shoulder. Looking for the left hook again. Pavlovich ducks under for the right, and he's just a little bit short. So anytime he comes in close, Pavlovich making him pay. Inside low kick again for Shamil. Pavlovich at range, he's just really throwing his jab. He's a little bit short on the two, but when Shamil closes the distance, he just blitz forwards and lets unloads. A little bit slower pace than we're sort of used to seeing in the first couple of fights. Another jab from Pavlovich. Big overhand right. Misses for Sergei. Another overhand right for Shamil. Misses. Clinches and Pavlovich pushes him away. Inside low kick for Shamil. He's landed a couple of those, right? He hasn't checked them, hasn't done anything. He hasn't even returned fire. Those leg kicks are there for Shamil. Ducks under again, goes for the jab, big outside right hook from Pavlovich, misses. Looks like his counter is the right hook. Shamil feinting some level changes in and out. Should go back to the leg here. Outside low kick is right there. You see already his left calf is a little bit red for Pavlovich. Inside, but he keeps going to the inside low kick. The shovel jab, the shovel 6 again, and then Shamil drops big shots to the back of the head a little bit. Shamil covering up. Shamil tries to move, still getting hit, and the referee stops him. And he's like, "Whoa, what's going on? What? He should have done something." Another first round finish for Pavlovich. Shamil's like, "Oh, what's going on? Why did they stop it?" So he threw a naked 6, and yeah, shovel jab lands clean. That's a long jab too. Yeah, and then some big ground and pound. Not even close to looking for a submission there. Some big ground and pound there. So 2.5 years off, comes in, takes out the 40-year-old Shamil Abdurakhimov. Shamil had some success with the leg kicks that landed. We saw Pavlovich sort of look for jabs at range, but in close, he's looking to unload combos, especially when Shamil closes the distance. Then Pavlovich landed the rear uppercut. That normally it's an in close uppercut, but he really reached for it, and again, the 84-inch reach helps Pavlovich there. So moving on. That Shamil fight was in 2022, March of 2022. So 4 months later, then he takes on Derek Lewis. He's on a 3-fight win streak now after losing his UFC debut to Overeem. Let's see how he does against Lewis. Worth noting, Shamil, no ground game. Maurice Green, no ground game. Who's the one? Golem before, no real ground game. So seeing a pattern, maybe it's the matchups that he's taking. whatnot. But Derek Lewis, the D1 wrestler, Derek Lewis. Let's see how this fight happened once it starts up. Come on. Refresh that. Okay, hold on. Fight Pass is so frustrating sometimes. Sergey. And then Lewis. You would think that they would have like the upcoming fighters. You'd have listed by most recent fights. Everything are searching, and it's never on the front page. Here's the Lewis fight. So, Big Puncher versus Big Puncher. 5 inches of reach for Sergey. 7 years older for Derek Lewis, about the same height. Derek Lewis comes in at the heavyweight limit, 264. Sergey, now he's ranked 11. Took out the number 10 ranked guy, and he's still number 11. Minus 150 favorite for Sergey. Goes as a favorite in all 5 of his UFC fights. Anytime I'm scrolling to the middle of the fight, you know it's going to be a short fight. Holy smokes. Sergey opens up orthodox, right? He's only fighting from orthodox, doesn't throw any kicks. Let's see what happens here. Lewis again counters in orthodox as well. Lewis light on his toes. Outside low kick for Lewis lands. We've seen Pavlovich sort of eat those low kicks. Haven't really checked one yet. Lewis backing himself up against the cage. No lateral movement, just moving back. There are a lot of different looks, feints. Nice jab, misses from Sergey. Lewis level changing, getting him back off the fence, but just backs himself back up again, ducks under, throws the right hook. Now they are brawling. Right, left, right over the hook. Oh, now he has him hurt, follows up. Lewis is giving up, not throwing anything back, and he's down. They're saying quick stoppage, but Lewis, I know this one, they called quick stoppage, but Lewis never threw anything back, went down flat. Dan Mergliao just trying to double dutch his way in there, not to get hit, and then easily finished from Sergey. Lewis says, come on, man. He was not fighting back. How did Pavlovich get cut on his head? The headbutt? Let's see the replay. Pavlovich is already cut there. Lewis goes to the body, right hand, left. Oh, Pavlovich left landed a left and right and a left. That one missed. Uppercut landed. Right hand over the top, hit. Back behind the ear. Another one. That one missed around the head. Lewis trying to grab on. Already turning his back, ducking under, getting punched that way. Left hand, right hand, uppercuts. Derek Lewis goes down, and then Mergliata steps in. Lewis is like, "What's going on?" But he was not fighting back. Okay, so Pavlovich puts on a little run here, a bunch of first round finish KOs, all by pretty much the same method of victory, just throwing these looping bombs. The right hand definitely has some power in the right hand. Derek Lewis, not a grappler. So after the Derek Lewis fight, 5 months later, takes on Tai Tuivasa. I feel like Sergey could have taken these guys all out in the same day because of the amount of damage that he's not taking and how quickly he's getting these fights ended. But nonetheless, okay. So another brawler, one-dimensional striker. Again with these, what's going on, UFC? All right. A little bit younger guy this time. Tai, 1 year younger. Pavlovich, 9 inches of reach advantage, 1 inch height, 255 again for Sergey. Now he's moved up to number 5 ranked heavyweight. Tai Tuivasa takes the extra pound at the heavyweight limit, weighs in at 266. Pavlovich minus 205 favorite. Kind of surprising as he's just fought Derek Lewis, which is somewhat of the same fighter as Tai Tuivasa, and we saw him take out Derek Lewis. Should be an entertaining fight as long as it lasts. Bam Bam Tuivasa does have a granite chin and also throws with power. Pavlovich, Bam Bam, round number one. Hug it out, bro. Orthodox versus Orthodox. Bam Bam's not going to throw any leg kicks, is he? Not going to shoot any takedowns, is he? Oh, he did throw a leg kick. Low kick there. Pavlovich still didn't check it. He just lifted it up. Oh, big right hand over the top already. Bam Bam is shot. Oh, lands a right hand and a left hook there. Oh, sits him down. Drops Tuivasa. Big right shots against the cage. Tuivasa bites down and throws back. Circles out. I wanted to see. Hold on. Let me go back because Tuivasa loaded up on these shots, and it looked like Pavlovich ate them clean. I'd like to see how clean they were. Then I can judge a chin factor here. So big overhand right for Pavlovich behind the ear. Another big one. A left hand lands again. Straight block. Boom. Right hand on the chin. He ate it. Left hand across. Ate it there. So both of these guys have pretty granite chins. I don't know. That was a big shot. Watch it again here. Bam Bam covering up. Dips down to the left. He's in trouble. Dicks down. Oh, yeah. Partially hits the eye. All right. So decent chin. Tuivasa has some power too, and lands another one there behind the ear. And then same thing we've seen in the last couple of fights. As soon as he feels like he has his opponent hurt, he is blitzing forward, throwing strikes, mostly the right hand. He's just setting up 1-2, 1-2, anything to get the right hand off. Right, left, right, left. Tuivasa bumping and weaving. He's throwing back there, got caught, and now he's down. Another Murgliata stoppage. That one was fine. Another first round finish. Took out Tuivasa, took out Derek Lewis. I mean, they get into brawling matches, and then you figure the heavy hitter. Sometimes you think that they're 50-50 based on just if these guys are biting down on the mouthpiece and really throwing, then it's anybody's fight. But Sergei keeps on pulling these wins out. Not a bad run, but again, one-dimensional guys. So now, after the Tai Tuivasa, December 2022, 4 months later, he takes on Curtis Blades. Finally, a grappler. We can finally see how Sergei fights against an actual wrestler. Here it is. So let's see if anything changes here. Sergei, 2 years younger, again, has the reach advantage, 4 inches of reach. Blades 1 inch taller, a little bit heavier for Sergei, just 5 pounds heavier, and then we've seen him be Blades also 262. So here we see now the odds here. Curtis Blades minus 155 favor. We've seen Pavlovich just mow through these guys. All of these first round finishes, but now he's up against an actual grappler in Curtis Blades, and now Curtis Blades all of a sudden the favorite minus 155. Definitely worth watching that. Pavlovich, plus 135. First time as a dog. Wonder who had him. Anybody in the comments there had Pavlovich as a dog here against Blades? I'm pretty sure I had Curtis Blades in this fight. Main event. Worth noting, it's also the smaller cage, which should help Curtis Blades duck under, get the grappling going. Yeah. All right, let's see. Round number one. You're still going. All right, what happened? Round number one. Blades versus Pavlovich. Orthodox now. Blades also orthodox. Nice jab blocked. Nice outside low kick. Didn't look like it got home, but again, Pavlovich, his defense against the low kick is just moving his leg away, not really checking those. Blade's a little bit short on those punches. He's in southpaw now. Right hook across the guard did not land. Jab. Oh, looking for that lead uppercut or that rear uppercut again. Rear uppercut, left hook. Pavlovich ducks under, throws a big overhand right. 1-2 again. Blade's not looking to duck under at all. Countered there with the right hand. Blade's landed. Looks like Pavlovich has a chin. Another right hand, left hook lands for Pavlovich. Another, you would think, okay, he's landing here. Lead uppercut misses a little bit there. Why isn't Blades ducking under? Why aren't you going for a takedown? A right hand over across the guard, through the guard. Blades going back to the jab. Pavlovich taking the center of the cage, being the aggressor. Have not seen him take a step backwards either, always coming forward. Blades not looking for the. I don't know what's up with Blades. How every single fight you think that he's going to wrestle and he never shoots. Another jab there from Blades. Left hook a little bit short for Blades. Left hook again short for Blades. 1-2 lands for Pavlovich. Outside low kick for Blades lands. Pavlovich so close on those right hands there. Overhand right and behind the ear again. Knocks down Blades for a second. Why aren't you shooting, bro? Another left hand partially blocked by Blades. Yeah. Tom Cruise saying, throw the leg kick. There it is. Outside low kick for Blades. Trying to counter with the hook there. Got rocked there by a jab. Now they're brawling. Same thing with Pavlovich. Smells blood. He throws, man. Blades is a little bit rocked and throws a cheap left hook there. Shoots in for a lazy takedown. Easily stuffed from Pavlovich. Overhand ducks under through that right hook again. Another jab lands for Pavlovich. He likes to dig to the left side, throw the right hook. There it is again. Right uppercut again. Nice jab from Pavlovich. Another straight jab. 1-4 again from Pavlovich. Another one. Blades short on the 3. Another rear uppercut. Lands there, right hand up. Blades is falling down. Statue of Liberty down. Finishes him. Oh, man. Another first round finish. All right. Okay, so let's see the replay here. Left hook. Rear uppercut. That uppercut is so long. Right hand, left hook, another uppercut there, and then Blades is done. Why aren't you shooting, bro? He's like one of the best wrestlers in the heavyweight division, has the most takedowns, most takedown rate, and all that stuff. But then at the tail end of his career, he just stopped shooting takedowns. His price was based on the assumption that he would shoot takedowns. If you knew Curtis Blades would like not shoot takedowns and try to strike with him, you would probably put him as a huge dog, right? So how do you? Sometimes it's just fight IQ. Sometimes I don't know. It's just I can't back Curtis Blades anymore because he doesn't follow the. You figure against a guy like Sergei, you'd be shooting a takedown pretty early and often, but he did not. So what did we learn? So we watched 7 fights of Sergei. We saw in the Alistair Overeem again 5 years ago, but he did get taken down. The only time he was taken down flat on his back, wasn't butt scooting, wasn't shrimping, wasn't trying to get anywhere up, wasn't pushing off the legs. Hard to assume that that's still the case, but there is a big question mark in how Pavlovich's ground game is. In the striking, we know he has power in the right hand, looking for the left hook. Looking for the right hook as well. He likes to go around the guard, so he'll throw a lot of 1-4s. The jab just to get the guard in place, and then he's hoping to get the right hook around the guard. He's throwing a couple of naked rear uppercuts. The rear uppercut is pretty low, it gets home quite often. Cardio wise, he's never gone past the first round. Hard to really tell where his cardio lands. The assumption is that it's not the greatest because he's throwing a lot of power shots, but again, that's just an assumption. Takedown defense. Again, Alistair Overeem, um, he went 1 for 2 for takedowns. Both of those takedowns were outside trips. Shamil went for like a lazy half-ass takedown, wasn't even in on the legs, easily stuffed. And then Blades, he got rocked with the jab and then shot for a desperate takedown, easily defended. So the takedown defense here, I'm still kind of questionable on. Derek Lewis tied to Ivasa Curtis Blades. None of them crazy grapplers. Again, Curtis Blades never actually shot. The other weakness or tendency I've seen is that Sergey's really only throwing. He's only a boxer. He's only throwing his hands. Pretty heavy on his feet. Not really checking any of the low kicks. So the low kick is a path to victory against him. Hasn't checked any low kicks. So hard to get much out of him. Just we know he has dynamite in his right hand. He likes to set it up with the various combos. Questionable cardio, question mark. Cardio, not saying it's bad, I just don't know. Question mark on the takedown defense, question mark on his bottom game. We just assume that it's not great. So let's move on. We tape that side. I think somebody, if what I like to do is I like to go through the tape and I say what kind of fighter would pose problems to Sergey. So I think the weaknesses is leg kicks. I think the weaknesses could be takedown defense. I think the weakness could be somebody that could push him into the later rounds, wear on his cardio a little bit, and take him into deep waters, especially in these longer fights. So that's something that I'll be looking for. Let's move over to the Tom Aspinall side. Tom Aspinall, just some background, he's been training BJJ for a long time. I think his dad is a BJJ coach. I think he has a black belt in that. So what I know is that in 2019 here, he fought in Cage Warriors. Apparently, he got called from the UFC, and he actually turned the UFC down. Took 2 more fights in Cage Warriors, and then fights Jake Collier. So let's look up that fight. Aspinall Collier. This is in Fight Island. So his UFC career starts 2020 July. So just after COVID in Fight Island. And let's see how Tom Aspinall's career takes place here. Jake Collier used to fight at middleweight, now fighting at heavyweight. 264 for Collier, 248 for Aspinall. So a little bit lighter, 6'5", 78-inch reach advantage. Let's see. Collier coming in. I think he was coming in off the couch a little bit on short notice for him, if I recall. Plus 270 underdog for Collier. Aspinall minus 330, fighting out of Liverpool. Young up-and-coming talent here. All right. Aspinall. What does he open up? Opens up orthodox. Right on his feet right away with the outside low kick. Lands. Leans back a little bit. Collier was coming forward. Aspinall tile man defense, but backing up. That's worth noting. Hard outside low kick for Aspinall. 1-2 lands for Aspinall. Another 1-2 lands for Aspinall. Nice head movement from Aspinall, getting out of range from the jab. Outside low kick for Collier. Oh, lands a left hand. Oh, and he clean 1-2 cleanly lands for Aspinall. Collier goes down right away. That was fast. So let's see some replays there. Nice knee, huge knee, and 1-2 right away, clean. Nice big knee to the body, 1-2 on the button. Collier goes out before he hits the ground. Referee stops the fight. So impressive performance there from Tom Aspinall. Not ready to judge, but we saw some 2 hard outside low kicks. We saw some fast 1-2s there. A nice knee. So decent win for Tom Aspinall in his UFC debut. He had a bunch of round one finishes there, came up, somewhat of a step up in competition, and Jake Collier, and finished him in 45 seconds. That was in July of 2020. 3 months later, takes on Alan Badeau. Let's see that fight. Work. Badeau. Okay, Aspinall, 2-inch height, reach 1 inches for Badeau, 252. A little bit heavier from the first time, but not by much. Let's see, so pretty much equal there. Badeau plus 475 underdog, fighting out of France. Minus 650 for Aspinall in his second fight in the UFC, taking a step up. Alan Badeau. Still in Fight Island. All right, Aspinall, round number one. Light on his feet, bouncing in and out, in and out. Hook. See when his opponent there, Badeau comes forward, Aspinall right away moves backwards. Very hard to land on fighters like that because they are out of range. Requires you to sort of blitz forward. So every time Badeau comes forward, Aspinall moving back. Badeau lands a side kick there. Aspinall 1-2. Badeau tries some spinning stuff. 1-2 missed for Aspinall again. See if he goes back to the leg kick there. Looks like it's open. Aspinall's light on his feet, in and out. Circling towards the leg kick. Throw it, Aspinall. Switches to southpaw. Okay, so first time we've seen him southpaw, back to orthodox. Badeau lands a leg kick. Aspinall counters with the leg kick as well. Badeau lands for an elbow. A couple of right hands from Aspinall in on a clinch. Shoots for a takedown, hands locked. Badeau going for a ride right into mount. Aspinall, now he's in mount. Remember, BJJ black belt for Aspinall. Been training BJJ for a while, looking to control the posture, not rushing it. 3 minutes and 30 seconds here to work from on top. Posture's up, big elbow, couple of big left hands. Badeau already covering up and trying to turn. Okay. So no ground game for Badeau, no defense there. Call the doctor right away. So pretty easy for Aspinall. He gets the takedown right away. I love the transition right into mount. And let's see how that happens. So he threw the leg kick. Badeau tries like this back elbow. Oh, just missed. Nice right hand there. Nice right hand. Looked like he caught the elbow there. Right hand over the top. So Aspinall clinching, goes for the double leg here, gets his hands clasped, gets him down right into mount. And then once in mount, the fight is over. So another first round finish for Tom Aspinall. But the difference is that we've seen in the Jake Collier fight a couple of 1-2s, crisp 1-2s land. We saw in the Alan Badeau fight, he mixed it up, has different tools, and he got the takedown into mount and got the finish there. Moving on. So finishes Alan Badeau in 1:35, round number one. In October, 4 months later, fights Andrei Arlovsky. Okay, Arlovsky. Okay. Arlovsky, known as a striker, a little bit tail end of his career, 42 years old. A little bit lighter here for Aspinall. Dropped down about 10 pounds. Has a 1-inch reach advantage here against Arlovsky. 2 inches of height. A lot of age. Arlovsky plus 210 underdog. Similar where Arlovsky early in his career looked like his chin was compromised, and then we kept on trying to fade Arlovsky, but then he was able to take some big shots, was winning a lot of split decisions for a while, known for a lot of split decisions. So big underdog here against Tom Aspinall, shorter cage. Both guys open up orthodox. Light lead leg for Aspinall, already showing the knee. Muay Thai stance. Inside low kick for Aspinall lands. Nice jab, misses. Tom Aspinall so light on his feet, moving back a little bit, head high, moving back, but Orlovsky does not connect. Inside low kick for Orlovsky, goes high. 1-2 from Aspinall. Moving back, lands a left hook while moving back. Not bad from Aspinall. Worth noting that he's fighting these strikers, but not getting hit a ton. He's not willing to brawl. Well, landed a left hand from Orlovsky coming in. 1-2 over the top. Orlovsky looking for the right hand. Both guys check leg kicks. Aspinall again showing the lead knee, looking like he's going to check any kicks coming his way. Briefly switches to southpaw for Orlovsky. Outside low kick for Aspinall. Jab to the body. Ooh, nice right hand counter. Move back, hit that right hand. Still moving back as Orlovsky moves forward. Nice outside low kick for Orlovsky. Ooh, hard 1-2 counter. That was quick. Now it's same thing. Blitzes forward, lands some right hands there. Heads up a little bit high, but he's blitzing, throwing these big shots. Referee telling him to fight back, getting some big ribs. Big speed advantage for Aspinall. Now they're clinching against the cage. Referee was very close to stopping it there. Aspinall double unders up against the fence. Very fast hands. Orlovsky trying to pummel. 28-9. Significant strikes for Aspinall. And Orlovsky is a striker. Aspinall head position. Let's see if he blew himself out there. He did blitz forward, but cardio seems to be okay so far. Not breathing heavy. Pummeling head position here. Breaks off back into the center of the cage. Aspinall light on his feet again. Showing different looks, different head movement. Outside low kick. Long jab misses. 1-2 lands. Rear kick. Aspinall definitely has a wide variety of different strikes. Oh, I don't like that head movement there. I don't like how he moved back there. Head up high, but Orlovsky's basically running forward, and Aspinall's just out of range. Not the best, keeping his hands down low, but again, Orlovsky's basically running at him. Still wasn't able to really land. Kept the distance pretty good there. So a little on the dangerous side from Aspinall, but he looks like he survived it. Clinching up against the cage, double underhooks again. Good head position from Aspinall. Orlovsky trying to pummel under, cannot get it. A trip from Orlovsky, 4 minutes down. So again, Orlovsky's been historically pretty durable. He's taken a lot of fights to split decision, so not surprising that this is going a little bit longer. Orlovsky, Aspinall here is still on the clinch. A couple of foot stomps. That one hurt. Somewhere Usman is smiling. Nice knee from Orlovsky. Nice knee and close to the thigh from Aspinall. And they break. 30 seconds left in round one. Still landing his feet, bouncing around. Looks comfortable in there. Hands up high, misses on the low kick. Ooh, Orlovsky landed there. Ducked under. Aspinall really feeling it. You can see how he's comfortable rolling with it. Good head movement. Orlovsky did land, but it looked like he ate it fine. Round number 2. We haven't seen a round number 2 all night. So we saw some fast hands from Aspinall. Landed there. He had very close to stopping the fight. I think if he kept going to the head, he would have had it finished, but he chose to go to the body. Don't know if we'll see a replay on that. Doesn't look like it. Round number 2, Aspinall versus Orlovsky. Still a light lead leg. Shows it nice. Comfortable for Orlovsky. Leans back a lot, with the hands down. Left hook and another lean back from Aspinall. Jab to the body from Aspinall. Rear kick, nice outside low kick from Aspinall. That could have been a 10-8 in for round 1. Oh, got clipped with the left hook there. Tom Aspinall minus 1,000 after round 1. Spin kick from Orlovsky. Outside low kick from Orlovsky. Inside low kick from Orlovsky. Now, Aspinall, a double leg, last double, naked. Gets on the neck right away. Jeez. The time that it took Aspinall to get the takedown, so 4 minutes here. 4 minutes, shoots for a takedown, gets a takedown in 1 second, right into mount. Orlovsky kind of gives up his back. Aspinall gets the back and then gets a choke. From takedown, from starting the takedown to getting the choke was 6 seconds. That was fast. Sees the replay on that. Real time. Yeah, he gives up his back just slightly. He turns to the side and Aspinall jumps on the back, no hooks, gets under the chin right away. So yeah, he countered the leg kick with a takedown. In on it was gonna yeah, right away with the left arm under the chin. Insta tapped. A lot of different tools. Fast hands, light on his feet, good outside low kick, good knee. Was able to take a punch. Just the only thing I haven't liked so far is just his lean back, a little bit of tall man defense. But we did see Arlovsky sort of run forward. He does like to move back as his opponents move forward. That's the only thing I'm seeing so far. But otherwise, a lot of different tools. He went for the takedown, got the submission right away. So moving on, that was in 2021 February. Scheduled to take on Sergei Pavlovich in September. Fight falls through, and now we get it again. But then in steps Sergei Spivak on short notice. So let's see if we can find this fight. Spivak, a little bit of a decent run for him as well. Here, okay. Is this the whole event? What did I click on? I don't know. Weird. Aspinall. You can type in both names into the search bar and not get any results. How? Gotta go load more. Type in Aspinall and Spivak, and I'm getting Paddy Pimblett and Jordan Levitt. Right pass. Come on. Aspinall, Spivak. Type everything out. All right. UFC Vegas 36. 13 ranked Tom Aspinall. 14th ranked Sergei Spivak. 2 inches taller for Tom. Reaches about the same. Sergei. Plus 190 for Sergei Spivak. Fighting out of Moldova. Tom Aspinall minus 230 out of England. All right. Noting that this is also the small cage again, looks like the apex. Aspinall in southpaw, we haven't seen that before. Wonder if he saw something here on tape, but he's standing in southpaw, opening up, taking the center of the cage, light on his feet again, feinting a level change, feinting an engagement. Nothing yet. Switches to orthodox. Jab to the body from Aspinall. Spivak circling the outside of the cage on the warning track. Looks like the low kick is there for Aspinall if he wants it. Aspinall doing a good job of cutting off the cage. Right hand misses for Aspinall. Jab to the body again. Sergei purposely like on the cage. Like, why is he up there? I guess jab from Spivak misses. 1-2 lands for Aspinall through the guard. Another 1-2. Spivak short on the overhand right. Looked like Aspinall saw it. He moved out of range. Aspinall still orthodox. He opened southpaw, but didn't throw anything from southpaw. I wonder if that's just a look thing, and now he's the rest of the fight is in orthodox. Hasn't thrown a leg kick either. Left hook, short against Spivak on the right hand counter. Looks like he's feinting a level change. 1-2 again from Aspinall. Now he switches to southpaw. Now he's back to orthodox, looking for the uppercut. Left hook from Spivak. Jab misses from Spivak. 1-2 misses from Spivak. Spivak looks so much lower. Spivak in on a takedown. Stuffed. Aspinall, nice knee in the clinch. Spivak looking for a trip. Does not get it. Oh, nice elbow there and the break. Looked like it was there. Drops Spivak. Spivak goes down, covering up. Easy finish. Looked like Aspinall was setting up a knee in the clinch. Spivak's arm was down. His left arm was down. Aspinall with the right elbow over the top in the clinch. That replay. There it is. There. Okay, hold on. Post in the way, throws the knee and the elbow at the same time. Cuts him open. Spivak falls down. Right away into ground and pound. Covering up. Fight back, fight back. Oh, that was a great combo. Even if he lands the knee, your gut reaction for Spivak is to drop the hand and then the elbow comes over the top. Yeah, nice win there for Aspinall. Another first round finish. Okay, so takes out Sergei Spivak, and that was in 2021 September. Then he's scheduled to fight Shamil, 40 years old Shamil. Aspinall was rebooked, so they rebooked him against Alexander Volkov. This is a great test because Volkov is a great striker, tall and long. Let's see how this fight took place. Volkov. So decent step up for Aspinall. And a couple of those fights, not the greatest. Badot, Orlovsky, Collier, not the greatest. Volkov is definitely a step up. So it's always good to see when he takes a step up how they fare in these situations. This fight in London, so Tom Aspinall's backyard, still 11th ranked. Worth noting, Volkov 2 inches of reach, 2 inches of height. Aspinall still in that 250-pound range. Wonder what the line was here. Oof, bust. Minus 125 favorite for Aspinall. That's not bad. Pretty even odds. 105 comeback on Volkov. All right. Volkov again, a pretty technical striker. Let's see how if this turns into a technical battle, or what Aspinall does here right away, opens in southpaw again. We saw that in the last fight. Outside low kick for Aspinall. Switches back to orthodox. Wonder if he throws the outside low kick here. Circling the outside. 1, 2, 3. Lands for Aspinall. Pretty quick. Outside low kick for Aspinall again. 1, 2. Looked like it landed there for Aspinall. Inside low kick, mid kick from Volkov. Goes to the body, goes to the head. Outside low kick, kind of check there from Volkov. Switches stance in on a clinch. Easy trip. Outside trip, body lock trip. That was the same takedown that Overeem landed on Pavlovich. Just worth noting. Now he's in side control up against the fence. Volkov trying to get the arm. A couple of elbows from Aspinall back into half guard. Now we might actually see Aspinall on the ground. A couple of times he's gone to the ground. He's finished pretty quickly. A couple of big elbows from Aspinall. Standing on the arm. He's controlling the forearm. Oh, okay, Volkov's controlling the forearm. Now he lets it go. Big elbow around the. Aspinall keeps trying to put his knee on Volkov's right arm. Big elbow again from Aspinall. Body, body, head, head. Pretty active here with his ground and pound. Couple of big shots with left hand from Aspinall, again stepping on the left arm or the right arm. Volkov's trying to butt scoot his way up against the fence. Right away, Tom Aspinall pivots, looking for Kimura on the far side. The fence is in the way there, so it's going to be hard to get the arm behind Volkov's back. Lets it go. Volkov standing back up, lands a knee in the clinch, elbow on the break. So beat him up there, but Volkov did stand up. Volkov outside low kick from Aspinall. Leg to the body. Oh, rear elbow. Kick to the body from Aspinall. Volkov mouth breathing 2 minutes or halfway through round one. 1, 2 lands from Aspinall. Very quick 1, 2. Outside low kick from Aspinall in southpaw. Back to orthodox. Nice jab to the body. 1, 1, 2 for Aspinall. Outside low kick. Oh, trip there. Oh, Volkov does not go for the takedown. Looks for a weird strike there. They are back up. 3.5 minutes left, or down in round one. Nice head movement. He got out of the way. He slipped the right hand from Volkov, right in on a takedown, still back into half guard. Really fast. Nice elbows from Aspinall here. Big right hand from Aspinall. Volkov looking for the head. Aspinall again looking for the Kimura on the far side. Now the fence is not in the way, and he looked like a straight arm lock. Aspinall gets a sub right away. He's dangerous, man, on that side. Like you're not really looking for it, but he sets it up so quickly and he got it. Let's see the replay. Sips the thing right away and on the legs, easily gets the takedown. 3/4 guard into half guard. Right away looking for the Kimura on that side. Just goes straight arm lock. Bends it back. Doesn't even need to get it back. You just the pressure on the elbow there. Volkov taps. He didn't even have to get it behind the back. He just put all the pressure on the fulcrum of the elbow. And look, he just bends it down. Jeez. So, pretty impressive from Aspinall. Took a big step up against a decent striker, held his own in the striking, used his takedowns to get top control on the ground, just cut through Volkov here. Takes on Curtis Blades next. So the Volkov fight was March of 2022. Now we are moving on to Curtis Blades. 4 months later, he takes on Blades versus Aspinall. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna watch it, noting that Aspinall did lose. So let's see how he lost. Well, this thing loads. I'm just gonna speed through this part. 260 for Blades. Sold out arena. Minus 140 for Aspinall. So we saw again Blades get respect. He was a favorite against Pavlovich. Semi close here. First time as a dog. There you go. First time a dog in 15 fights for Curtis Blades. Who had Curtis Blades as the underdog in this fight? Huh? Can't remember. I think I might have had Curtis Blades in this. All right, they're off. Orthodox versus Orthodox. 1-2 lands. Outside low kick for Aspinall lands. Another outside low kick, and he blows his knee. So not much to get out of that. I'm just wondering what happened with the knee. He tried to throw it. It went up the leg a little bit, stepped on it bad, and then it popped there. So lost by knee injury. But he did go for the outside low kick. Orthodox versus the Orthodox, worth noting. So that definitely hurt. That was in July 2022. So had to take a year off. Takes a year off, rehabs, comes back in against Marcin Tybura. Kind of a step down here from Curtis Blades, Marcin Tybura, but nonetheless, number 5 ranked, minus 400. Same reach, 2 inches taller for Tom, 37 years old for Marcin. Okay. There you get the full intro. Another O2 arena for Tom Aspinall. Then they're off. Aspinall, Orthodox. Tybura, Southpaw. Right high kick gets through the guard. Aspinall back, Tybura backing up. Aspinall backs up to the center of the cage. He does keep his head up a little bit, hands low, but he feels comfortable. The back tattoo coming out now. Looks pretty good. Left hook misses from Tybura. Tybura switched back from Southpaw to Orthodox. Tybura is always very tricky. He's always going back and forth, giving different looks. 1-2 lands. Another left hook lands for Aspinall. He's so quick. Tybura a little bit slow. Right kick to the body lands for Aspinall. Right hook, left hook from Tybura. Wow, so slow for right hand, left hand for Tybura. Right hand, oh, right to the straight. Nice ground and pound there. Yep, nice finish from Aspinall. I remember this fight now. Fight starts round 2. Tybura's been pretty durable, but Aspinall easily gets that finish. All right. So we watched all of Aspinall. What do we learn from Aspinall? I don't know. Okay, so for Aspinall, very very quick hands. Likes the 1-2, very quick 1-2, very light on his feet, in and out. Likes to move back as his opponent moves forward. Has a hard outside low kick with the right foot. Usually stands in orthodox. We saw him switch to southpaw very briefly, but mostly from orthodox. Has some nice knees in the clinch. Really nice, well-timed takedowns. Once on the ground, he has a different submission games. He got the straight arm lock on Volkov, rear naked choke against Orlovsky. Quick finishes on the ground. A lot of those finishes come from a couple of them from knockdowns, but otherwise he gets takedowns. So a lot of tools in his bag. Again, same thing with Pavlovich, questionable cardio. And it's not questionable, it's a question mark just because we haven't seen him. I haven't seen any slowing down, mouth breathing, anything like that. He looks light on his feet and looks like he'll be able to continue that pace. I just don't know. I can't, put a flag on it saying that it is that way. But yeah, very quick hands, very technical, very good on the ground. The only knock on him is just the his when he's moving back, he likes to just do like tall man defense where he's leaning back to the right a little bit, putting the shoulder up, but he's pairing that with the step back. So we remember in the Orlovsky fight, Orlovsky's sort of running forward, still not able to land on him. As long as Espinal is able to keep that distance and then circle off the cage, I think he's okay. But that's my only knock on him so far. Otherwise, he's looked pretty dominant. The one loss to Curtis Blades, obviously, they throw that out. He had a knee injury. Otherwise, he's just run through his UFC competition so far. His loss earlier there, lost by heel hook, and then lost by a legal blow, 12-6. So, all right. So let's get to the matchup: Sergei Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinal. Okay. Right away, we talked about Pavlovich, his questionable takedown defense. Right away, I see a huge advantage for Aspinall if it hits the mat. Just based on tape, and again, the Pavlovich on his back was 5 years ago against Overeem. We assume maybe things have improved since then. They're both about the same age. Pavlovich will have a 6-inch reach advantage. Let's go into the stats here. So, looking at the stats, if you had to take a guess who had the shorter fight time between Pavlovich versus or Aspinall, Aspinall actually comes in with the shorter average fight time at 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Pavlovich 2 minutes 23 seconds. 2 inches of height for Aspinall against 6 inches of reach for Sergei. They have Sergei listed as southpaw. I don't remember ever seeing him ever in southpaw, so that is an error. Strikes landed per minute, 8.7 for Pavlovich. Tom Aspinall, 7.6. It's the strikes absorbed. Tom Aspinall does a good job of keeping the distance, moving out of distance, 2.9 strikes absorbed. The other stat that really steps out to me is the takedown accuracy, takedown defense. Aspinall is 100% accurate with the takedown and 100% takedown defense. Again, Pavlovich only faced 4 takedown attempts, so he has a takedown defense of 75%. I think he tried to get Blades down twice, so he has a 0% takedown accuracy. I'm just going to show you some of the numbers that we have here at Fighting Stats. I'm going to pull up my dashboard. It's still a work in progress. So we are working through it. It's going to be coming out within the next week or so. But overall, we take a look here on the left side. We have Sergei. 2 takedown defense. He had 2 takedown attempts versus Alistair Overeem, easily stuffed. 0% takedowns. He does have 7 knockdowns in 6 fights. So that's worth noting. And 50 seconds total of control time over those 6 fights, so less than 10 seconds each. On the Aspinall side, 4 takedowns attempted, 4 takedowns succeeded. Also has 3 knockdowns, 2 submission attempts, which has resulted in 2 submission wins, and overall a 291-second control time. Going over to the strikes. This one's not ready yet, but eventually this report will be ready. Happy to share it once it is ready. So stay tuned for that. So let's go into the fight. The breakdown. Sergei, he will come out orthodox. Most likely, Tom Aspinall will come out orthodox. We've seen Sergei not be able to really check leg kicks, eat a lot of leg kicks. So I think if Aspinall goes to a leg kick heavy game, he should be okay. That's an advantage there. Sergei really, when he's standing in range, he's throwing these jabs, he's throwing these lead rear uppercuts, he's throwing the 1-2 over the top. The difference is that Aspinall doesn't stand in one position. If Sergei comes forward, Aspinall is going to back up. So the 1-4 is not going to be there. The rear uppercut's not going to be there. He's really only going to have the jab. So Aspinall should be more technical. He should be able to manage distance more. He's very light on his feet, popping in and out. He should be able to pop those outside low kicks, get to the legs of Sergei. Aspinall looks to be the faster fighter. It's just he commits on these 1-2, and then when he comes into range on the 1-2, this is when I assume Pavlich is going to blitz and throw these left, rights. I think Aspinall's a lot straighter as well. Pavlich likes the overhands, the looping right hands, the left hooks. So Aspinall's going to be straighter. Pavlich will have the reach advantage, so maybe the reach gets there anyway. But just I like the footwork from Aspinall. Um, I think again, Aspinall is going to be faster. I think Pavlich will have the power advantage, but he's going to be a little bit slower. So if it stays standing, Aspinall should be able to stand on the outside. You're really only fading around one finish from Pavlich by a right hand. I think that's the most likely path to victory for Sergey, is to land the right hand, either setting up from an uppercut or setting it up from a hook. If Aspinall has his way, he's circling on the outside, land on his feet, pop in the leg kick. Pop in the 1-2 out of range, things like that. If it gets a little bit dicey on the feet, I think Aspinall has the takedowns in his back pocket. I think if he can duck under, get Sergey to sort of commit on the strikes. Again, he's loading up on these right hands. Those are the perfect timing for Aspinall to duck under. We saw that great timing from Aspinall in the Arlovsky fight, where he slipped the right hand, grabbed the double leg and on the ground. And again, once it hits the ground, I think it's all Aspinall. I don't think Pavlich has much get ups. Again, this is strictly assumptions, not much to go off on the tape. I do know that Pavlich did train some wrestling early in his life. I don't want to say career because he was just a kid when he trained it. Some Russian sambo as well, but I just think Aspinall's levels above him if the fight does hit the ground. Pavlich's been somewhat fortunate in the strength of schedule and not fighting high-level grapplers, wrestlers. Blades again not shooting for a takedown. So, based on the tape, I think Aspinall just has way more paths to winning. Again, grab the knockdown, could get the ground and pound, could find a submission, could take him into deeper waters. I just assuming that Aspinall has the better cardio, nothing to really base it on, but just based on the movement that we've seen, just like Aspinall being lighter, a little bit more comfortable sticking and moving, whereas Pavlik's more like tense, a lot of big shots loading up on those strikes. So I think if it does go later on, it favors Aspinall. Again, just a hunch. But both of these guys average fight time of 2 minutes. The fight not to go to decision in a 5-round fight is probably astronomical. So that's that. So I think Aspinall's the side. What I do is I usually go over to my handy dandy notebook here. I try to go through the numbers and get you my best path to victory, maybe best bets, best props here. So let's go through the numbers. I'm going to start on the Pavlich side because I think it's a little bit easier to put together. Sergey to win by TKO. I'm going to say let's go 30% to start. 1 in 3 fights. If they fought 3 times, would you win by TKO 1 time? Probably about right, maybe 25%, but we'll leave it at 30% for now. Submission, Sergey by submission, I don't see it. We saw when he did get the guys rocked, he never went for control, never went for any kind of submission. So we're going to put a 0 there for now. 5-round fight for Sergey to win by decision. I just don't think he's technical enough to do it. I think for him to win a decision, it will have to be multiple knockdowns. And if he does get multiple knockdowns, I think he'll find the finish. It's going to be very difficult, I think, for Sergey to win a decision, right? So I'm going to put 5% just because we don't know. We haven't seen them go. It's possible, I guess, that both of these guys gas in the first round. Somehow there's grappling exchanges, he defends, and they both fall off a cliff, and then both guys lose their power. We saw Sergey take some big shots and eat them. We saw Aspinall take some big shots and eat them. So it's possible that both guys have a chin and it goes to decision. I just don't think it does. So moving on to the Aspinall side, TKO, win by TKO. I think it can come from standing. I think his 1-2 is very quick. I think he has a lot of knees in the clinch. He has a nice elbow in the clinch. Different ways. He has a lot of different strikes. So if Pavlich is 30%, I'm going to say maybe 25% for now. Win by submission. I think if he does get it to the ground, I'm assuming that he's going to find the submission. We saw him easily, instantly tap out Arlovsky. We saw the straight arm lock against Volkov. Not a lot of people do that to Volkov. So I'm going to rate the submission maybe about 30% for now. And then winning by decision. I think Aspinall could win a decision if he wanted to. I think he could stick and move on the outside. I think he could pop the leg kicks. I think the leg kicks could add up. So he probably, well, I should add that to the TKO. So it's possible that Aspinall pops these outside low kicks, and that those low kicks really add up. Pavlovich in the later rounds, 2, 3, 4, is not able to move a lot, and then Aspinall should be able to find the finish there. But again, if he sticks and moves, he has the ability to do that. He has the ability to stay on the outside. He's a little bit faster. He could win a decision. I'm going to say it's probably around 15%, just in a 5-round fight against both guys that tend to not go that far. So total, we're at 70% for Aspinall, 35 for Sergey. So we're 5% off. Let's bring the sub down maybe. I got to take away 5%. So leave it. Okay, so let's go sub, move it down from 3% to 25%. I think they're fairly accurate, these numbers here. I don't think, again, Sergey's most of his win equity has to be tied within the TKO, and it's probably round 1 TKO. Some maybe round 2 TKO. Maybe he spends round 1 on his back, survives, and gets stood up, and then round 2 he finds the early KO finish. But again, the most of his win equity is tied to the KO. 0 by sub, 5% by decision. So that's a total of 35% I give to Pavlovich in terms of winning. That's a plus 186 line. On the Tom Aspinall side, I give him 65%. I cap him around 186 based on these numbers. So I know currently he opened somewhat of a pick 'em. A couple of books had him as a dog early. I think I would have tried to scoop up any kind of dog money early. I think Aspinall's aside at 65%, maybe pushing 70% there. So Aspinall to win inside the distance, I have him at 50%. So if you can get a line of plus 100 or better, I think that's a decent play. Sergey to win inside the distance, 30%, so plus 233 or better. Fight to go to decision, I have 20% plus 400 or better. That's probably going to get a lot more than that. Not to go decision should be minus 400. Probably a lot heavier than that as well. Then the inside the distance decision only, sub only lines. I won't go into those just yet because those lines aren't available. But I think these numbers look about right. I think you could interchange the sub and TKO for Aspinall, maybe 55%, 45%. But I don't think they're too far off. With the Sergey side, look, for Sergey to be considered the favorite in this fight, that means that you would have to cap his TKO line closer to 50%. And I just think Aspinall is just too technical with the distance management. I know he's been able to do that for now, but I don't think I can get to 50% TKO rate for Sergey. I think Aspinall has more finish rate based on the TKO and submission. So I'll be looking at those lines when they come out. I'm sharing this information now based on what my numbers are. So we'll keep track of them. Hopefully we'll get a decent opener. I've already taken Tom Aspinall on money line just based on the numbers. I figured that Tom Aspinall would be a little bit faster, more technical. So I think that's it for the breakdown. Those are my numbers. We're going to monitor it. Stay tuned. I always say like and subscribe because I do post my plays. If I am betting something or if those lines get released and there's something juicy, I will be sure to try to share it with you guys. But again, both guys coming off the couch. Oh, my last thing I wanted to do, check out their Instagrams because, again, this is coming in on short notice. What I do is I take a look. Were they training? What were they doing? Were they on the couch? Things like that. Sergey looks to be in good shape. We'll go quickly through it. This is 5 hours ago. So this was today. Decent shape there. What else there? Shows the matchups. A lot of it is like paid promotions, marketing here. Here's the fight. Here's a picture with his shirt off. This was 2 weeks ago, so decent shape for Sergey. I think he was training already, potentially as a backup. Things like that. Here's his camp. Looks like Rosenstreich is there. So looks like he's in shape. Looks like he's good to go. Tom Aspinall, on the other hand, Similar there, not a ton of training stuff. Let's see when this was. He was in the gym 6 days ago. A little bit of a belly on him, but he looks to be okay. Looks like he added some more tattoos. Looks to be decent shape here a week ago. So no real concerns. Nothing glaring that I see as any issues. So yeah, I like the Aspinall side. Let me know in the comments below if I'm on track. If you agree, do you think that the Sergey line should be a little bit higher? And if so, where do you put that money? Is it in the TKO? And for Tom Aspinall to win, am I totally off? Or 25% to win by TKO, 25% to win by sub. Sergey has never been finished, so who knows? Something has to give. One of these guys has to get finished. One of these guys is gonna, get finished. It's probably gonna be the case where one of these guys will look minus 300, minus 400 in the end. Sergey will just land a big hand, a right hand, and the fight will be over early, and everybody will be laughing. Oh, you took Tom Aspinall at a favorite when he got smoked. Whereas Tom Aspinall might just take him down, submit him right away, and then you're getting, minus 130, minus 115 on Tom Aspinall when he looks like minus 400 out there. So I think either side, you're okay. I like the Tom Aspinall side. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. I plan on doing these a little bit more often. I find they help me. Again, I spend the time anyway. I'm going to research the fights, go through them anyway. So might as well tape them. It's probably better for me that I can go back and watch them later on, see how I thought, do a fight recap, and see where I was completely off. This matchup was a little bit easier with a lot. Again, their average fight time being 2 minutes apiece. Normally, I don't go as deep. I try to go the last 5 fights or so for each fighter. Sometimes that could be a couple of hours, but I do like to do that tape study before I make a play. Again, if you follow Fighting Stats, we are coming out with our dashboard pretty quickly, somewhat of exclusive stats, not really able to find them anywhere else. We have striking frequency. Let me just preview it here. We tracked all of Sergei's striking. So we have 28% of his strikes are single jabs. Only 1% of his strikes were the single crosses. And we said that he likes the 1-2. Only 2.7% of his strikes were 1-2s. He likes that 1-4 that we talked about, the 1 and then the 4 over the top. 5.4% of the strikes are 1-4 combos. And the rest are just a lot of blitzes and multiple shots. 46% of Sergei's strikes are only single shots, meaning that 54% of Sergei's shots are multiple blitzes, more 1-4 combos, 2 strikes or more. And also worth noting that Sergei's only thrown 1 kick in his last 5 fights. So something to keep an eye out. I just think Aspinall has more tools. He's seen 28% of jabs. He's not going to get knocked out from the jab. So if he can just avoid the right hand, I think it's Aspinall's fight to win. Anyways, thanks for watching. Best of luck. Hopefully, we'll see you at the window cashing those Tom Aspinall tickets. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Let me know below what I can change going forward. And again, stay tuned for the schedule. I will try to do this more often. Thanks.